Obviously, the senior, the captain. What's it been like being the leader of this team? And I know it's something you take very seriously. What's it been like, and what have you learned, or how have you developed a leader starting with this summer?
It's different. It's a lot different. It's very easy to be a leader on the team last year when you got 5, 6 other guys that are leaders as well and have been in the program for so long. But so it was definitely a learning experience for me. There were some slip-ups, as there is with anything new, but nothing major. And I learned a lot from these guys, and I hope they learned a lot from us. And I'm just trying to make sure that I show them how to win some games and the effort that it's going to take to win some games. But like I said, the potential, the talent is there, so we just need to go out and take care of business. I have faith in them. I think they have faith in me. I know they have faith in me. They told me. So, nothing different. Nothing different.
Are you a leader by example, or a leader vocally, or are you a combination? And how do you balance that?
That's something I'm still working on a little bit. The easiest part is to be a vocal leader. I can tell them to do this and tell them to do that, but you got to build your credibility and influence. They're not going to do any of the things I say if I'm not doing it myself.
Right.
So it all starts with the effort that I put out. I can't tell them to play hard and then not play hard. I got to show them how hard they need to play, and they'll follow.
It's been like, too, with all these young guys. I mean, it wasn't that long ago just you were one of these young guys. So how would you kind of grade this group? I mean, I know we haven't got into games or the crux of practices. How would you describe these 8 new guys that are on this roster right now?
It's a big group of freshmen, bigger than any group that we've had since I've been here. With that being said, it's probably the most talented group from top to bottom since I've been here. A lot of athleticism, jumping ability, really tall. We have a lot of length that we haven't been able to work with before. We had a few guys, but this year we got 5, 6. So they're very talented, and they're willing to learn, and they play hard. So we're going to see just what they're capable of this Friday when practice starts.
Coach Scheid has always preached, the ADU, aggressiveness, discipline, unselfishness. I understand you guys are doing weekly ADU meetings now, and you're always going to be there, group between Trey and Al and Jason, and then from the next group, and even then another one from the young kids, the new guys, and rotating it. I know those have started. What have those been like so far? And I know we've got a lot of season to go. What have those been like, and how beneficial do you think those have been so far?
They're very effective. I like what Coach Scheid did, bringing in somebody from each class, because you get different perspectives. I mean, you can only get one perspective from one senior, obviously, but we can get all kinds of different perspectives from these other guys and see different viewpoints, and then attack those issues if there are any issues, and address what we need to address from several different levels. So it's been very effective to build that communication and camaraderie.
Right. Have you already kind of maybe put some fires out, so to speak, or dealt with some things that already, even though we're not even into preseason practice, have you already maybe ironed out some things that maybe could have festered if you didn't have something like this?
Oh, absolutely. We had a little issue with being on time. Not like people were late, but we want people to be 10, 15 minutes early, so you can take care of any business that comes up. We were showing up 5 minutes early, and so we addressed that issue. And it wasn't even be on time, this is a problem. It was like, hey, being 5 minutes early is not going to cut it. We need to be here a little bit early and nip that problem in the bud. Everybody's early now. Just any little issues that come up have been able. They're so little at this point that I probably couldn't even remember any, but they get taken care of in those meetings.
What are the expectations, Josh? I mean, obviously you want to go out. You're competitors. You're going to want to go out and win every game. But what are the expectations for this group in your mind this year? After coming what you did last year, what are the expectations?
The expectations don't change at all. We've done it before. We know what it takes, and why not? Why can't we do it again? We're not going to use age as an excuse, because that experience can be made up for in other areas. So the expectations haven't changed. The only thing that changes is the group and how we prepare. And we're going to take it a day at a time, day at a time, day at a time. The biggest day is the next day. We're not looking forward to any team past our first game. We're not looking forward to any practice past our first practice. We're just going to sit down and focus on what we need to get better at that day and address it.
Gotcha.